We start over by the television. This is what I have. This is a Meris sound machine. This is what I have over by the television and creates noises. So if you want to press a button here, which I don't think it does actually work, and if it, as you can hear, it creates noises and turn on the light. And if I turn it off, if I turn it off, it does actually work by pressing a light on the top of the actual light. Now behind here is a Kawa M1 hub, which I use for automations and create things to do with the IR blaster and automate things with Akawa. Now on here is a HomePod Mini, and I got this well back a few years now. Before the coloured ones was released. And this is my television, and behind here we have a Apple TV, which I'm hoping to get a bracket to put on the wall. Now this is a Grovey floor lamp, which I've got behind here. It used to be behind the chair, but I moved it to the television, which I think it looks good. And behind here is a plastic plant, which I think with real plants I can't have them in because I might spoil it because of the humidifier and the diffuser. Down here is a smart extension lead, which is one on a Meris smart extension lead, and I can do automations or do routines, so like switch off at night or switch on in the morning. And down here is a Meris hub, which I connected it to the app on the iPad or the iPhone, which runs through the window and door sensor on Meris. Now back here is a Meris smart plug, which I'm running through an automation where I turn off my TV at night, my TV set at night, which saves power. Over here, this is a Kawa motion sensor, which I might update it in the future to an updated one. And this is a flip button that you can see here, which I pulled off on one of the walls, but I might have trouble sticking it onto the walls again. And on here, if we go over here, this is an office smart plug, which I can run an office scene smart plug, which I can run scenes from it and turn it on and off. Up here I have two window and door sensors. One I don't really use, and the other one is a Kawa window door sensor, which I had problems the other day. On here is a trolley where I put things to do with snacky type bits and things like that. If I go back over here, I've got a holder with coffee pods on it for my coffee machine. And if I go back over here, I've got a slush puppy machine which I bought last year, and when I use it when I feel hot, I use it to create a cool slush puppy, which I totally love, and it cools me down even in the summer. And this is a Meris diffuser, which I got a few years ago, which I use sometimes if I'm relaxing or create a relaxing scene. And over here, now this is one of the plastic plants which you get from B&M's in the UK or any shop that sells plastic plants, because of the humidifier and diffuser one from both machines. And this is a popcorn maker, which I like to have popcorn movie nights when I sit down and actually have a popcorn to watch a movie. And on the button there is a switch button, and I can press it to switch the popcorn maker on and press it to switch the popcorn maker off. And this is a coffee machine. This is one by Dusty Cabristo, and I can have pods, my favourite pods in it, which I like, and I love to have my coffees in the morning and things like that. And up here is an E-flare, an updated E-flare, which is thread sensitive, and the camera's not picking it up, which is thread sensitive, and it's an updated version compared to the old one. And on here is a stereo, which I totally enjoy listening to music, and which is not on, and I have to run a plug through it. Moving over here is another plastic plant that I got from B&M's in the UK or any shop that sells plastic plants. And over here is a Meris, is a acrylic humidifier, which I have it when my mouth feels dry, which I did do a scene last night, which I had that says my mouth is dry, and it turns itself on. Over here is Meris smart plug, smart light, which I say bedroom light, and it turns itself on, or which I tap, and I don't know if you did see that, and it turns itself on, and I double tap top of that to change colour, and a double tap it turns itself off. And over here is a charger, 3-in-1 charger, where I can charge my iPhone and my Apple Watch and my AirPods, which I have the AirPods Generation 3. And over here there's some random things, and the Eve Room temperature sensor, which I normally use to monitor the temperature, because sometimes the temperature gets very out of hand. And on here is a switch bot temperature structure, which I just updated it because I've got the switch bot Hub 2 in the room that I bought last week. And on here is a twinkly light, which I like the look of, and before Christmas I updated the firmware, and now it works, and it didn't used to work before, and now it works. And on here is a Cara light switch, which I use for scenes like going to bed at night and getting up in the morning. And on this wall here is a Nanoleaf light strip, which again I use to create scenes, to change colour and things like that. And over here we've got a colour light to actually turn on and turn off by the HomeKit app, and I've got some canvas lights by Nanoleaf, and you can turn them off and turn them on in the light as well. And this is a album, Infinity album work that I did, inspired by Nikia's Mona Lisa, and one of the YouTube creators, which I put on the wall and put an NFC tag behind it. And if you subscribe to iTunes, account, then you would play those songs from the iTunes account instead of having to play a record on the actual record machine. Thanks very much. And over here is a device from Kara, and you can do scenes with it and things like that, and an Apple TV controller, and the Philips Hue light switch, which I can do things while I'm sitting down in my armchair, or I can watch my Apple TV sometimes on YouTube. Thanks very much for watching, and give it a thumbs up, and please like and subscribe. I've been watching and thanks very much for watching the video. And over here is a SwitchBot Hub 2, which I just recently updated from the SwitchBot Mini. Thanks very much for watching the video, and please like and subscribe.